Oh. Yeah?
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Who's that texting you?
Nobody, baby. Don't worry about it.
Nobody. It says Tina. Who the fuck is Tina? Who the fuck is Tina?
Bitch, you know what? Get your shit and get out.
You know what? I love you, babe, but maybe we should take a break.
A break? Maybe you should kiss my ass.
Sound familiar? You in a relationship and the shit ain't working. It's time for the truth. This is the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams.
Zoe Williams. Welcome back. The Voice of Reason has returned. Listen, this show is going to be crazy. Yeah, I listen to Duran.
I'm like, whoa.
Stop looking around like
Where
you're
did I just go?
Like you're in an elevator somewhere. You're not in an elevator. You're on the Voice of Reason.
Yes.
Hot Button Radio Dash is the app. Hot Button is the station. You got to download that app in order to listen to the station live. Man, we just trying to change the game right now. I do that. I mean, like, if this is your first time tuning in, this is like a weird relationship help desk.
That's like weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, because we're going to ask uncomfortable. Oh, okay. Every show, Red Panda bangs on the mic like it's a fucking drum. It's not. Turn her mic off.
No, I was just making sure it was on.
Just turn it off. Now it's off. It's off now. For sure. Started on. Then you banged on the mic. And now it's off. So back to what I was doing. The setup. Listen, I want to hear from women. I try to put these particular type of shows together because I really want to understand the mind of females. This is why we have an august female panel. Females from all walks of life. Red Panda, although scared as Freddy, is educated. She has a high degree. I mean, she's been to college. Yes, turn her.
Mic's on?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it back off. Now, if you don't behave yourself. Now I'm just building you up right now. Very intelligent young lady, right? Then you have the ball player. She went to college too. Smart girl, beautiful girl. Jesus, beautiful girl. Not to say that Fanny Stackiao isn't cute.
See, you can't just throw it in like that. It's whack. Like, I'm already Red Panda. You can't try to throw extra names.
You're Stackiao.
Like, what?
Anybody seen her body?
Yeah.
She's stacked.
Okay, well, let's just
Stackiao. And then her haircut reminds me of Manny's. So it's...
Let's just go with one nickname at a time.
Fanny Stackiao today.
This nigga is stupid.
I'm just saying, we bring all of these ladies together from different walks of life. I was on Whitney Taber. The beautiful, the vivacious, the unbridled Whitney Taber. No rules, none of that. She's a free spirit. Woo. And she can ball.
All day, nigga.
And she doesn't mind nacho titties.
Oh, God.
You remember the last show? Somebody asked to pour nacho cheese on her breast. And now I see that as a beautiful thing.
Apparently everybody does. Right? I'm going to come out. You guys can grab my nacho cheese at misstaber.com.
So listen, I'm just saying. Jesus. And then we have Veronica Conway. She'll be calling in later. Heka activated. She'll be calling. Anyway, Veronica Conway, hella accomplished, polished, powerful, free, independent, intelligent system, man, like crazy. Then you have Heka activated, the same, all on some hella spiritual, supernatural, next level type shit, right? So I bring all of these sisters together because I really want to understand women. Any man who thinks he got them locked down is crazy as bat guano. They can be managed for a minute. As long as whatever it is they're in it for is being met, they're good. But any man will tell you that deep love you or she had for you could flip as soon as you just fall off on whatever it is she's in it for. As soon as you fall off. So I'm just trying to understand the female mind. So today,
Good luck.
Right. Even they don't know themselves. They be bumping into themselves on some crazy shit.
Wow.
So I created a series called The Secret Language / Lives of Women. This is a series. Today's series was born from some shit the Wildflower said.
Yep.
So I was like, let's probe into that. Let's dig deeper. Somebody play Pony while I'm talking about digging deep. Again, today's topic, a deeper look at the practice man.
Hey.
What is the definition of a practice man? When women date men they know they are not going to be with. They know this dude is not the one, but they stay anyway.
Why you mad?
Fucking dating. Okay, hold on. Did this wild ass animal say something? I'm gonna ask my engineer. I ain't even gonna look over there. Did this wild ass animal say something? She did.
That's why I'm here
Turn
to
her
say
goddamn
something.
mic. Turn it off. Just now. I want to know, why do women practice with these dudes? You know they temporary, and then you know when y'all catch feelings, temporary gets promoted from right now to Mr. Right. From Mr. Right now to Mr. Right. I just want to know, why y'all fuck with temporary dudes, practice men, and then get caught up with them? Jesus. 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. 844-55-1. The practice dude. You guys have to tell us about it. Are ladies cutting Mr. Right now short in hopes of being scooped up by Mr. Right? You know how you don't really give your all to a dude, but you fucking him. You sucking him.
Nope.
Yeah, you are. Be like, well, I won't swallow, but I'll suck. I'm just saying, you're not giving Mr. Right now your all, but because you hoping like something better is gonna come along and you'll get what you actually want. Why mess with Mr. Right now in the first place? Are you doing it out of desperation, thirstiness, loneliness? Is Mr. Right now comfortable, safe? Are you doing it because you're afraid of what Mr. Right will bring out your ass? A lot of women don't want to fuck with Mr. Right because with Mr. Right comes responsibility. It's like turning into Spider-Man. You motherfuckers don't really want to fuck with him. Huh? Somebody call us right now, 844-55-1. Let me go to the ladies right now. How many of you are coping with Mr. Right now, the placeholder in your life, in hopes of Mr. Right coming in and just cleaning it all up? Old practice dude, dating ass niggas. Speak on it.
Man, here we go. Damn it, Zoe.
Right.
You already know I'm practiced. Like,
I'm practice girl.
look. Here it is. I'm Mrs. Right. These niggas know, but look, DJ's like, I don't know about that girl. I've definitely done this, and I kind of am currently doing this right now.
Practice dude.
Yeah. I mean, he's comfortable. We vibe well, but something about him, I don't think, I'm like, nah, we wouldn't. Longevity, I can't see longevity. But like it's like basketball. You got to go to practice 5 days a week. So let me practice on being a better woman with this dude.
Y'all better get to the motherfucking phone.
Get
lines.
on the phone.
Are y'all hearing this shit?
I'm just saying, like, right now, I haven't been in a relationship for real in about 5 years since my last practice dude, who I got caught up and married, bitches.
I hope the homie ain't listening right now, because he did call in and he cool.
We're still cool. We're cool.
You just called this dude a practice dude.
He was my rebound. Look, I play basketball. Everybody knows about the rebound. Okay, rebound guy turned into, hey girl, you trying to get married? I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. And then, probably shouldn't have married him. And I knew I shouldn't have married him.
Let me ask.
Ladies, be very careful when you practicing with the practice nigga, because he could catch you with the quick whoop whoop and
Cross
break
your
your
ass.
ankle. Might break your ankle real quick and drag your ass to the locker room with him. I'm just saying, because that's happened to me. He broke my ankle. I got with the 1-2 bop, and damn, man. I'm just saying.
Let me ask you this, Ashanti. Because Ashanti will act like she ain't fucking with practice dudes, but she really
I
is.
don't, but that's
it's cool.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you about the intuition. You gotta ignore that shit in order to fuck with practice dude, huh?
It's not even that. It's just sometimes.
Well, wait a minute. How do you know?
How do I know what?
What base of knowledge are you answering from?
Well, what are you talking about? Can I just answer
I'm
the
just
question?
saying, how are
really
you going to
quick?
answer a question if you don't have the concomitant experience?
I don't do practice guys.
So
You just
where's
have
this answer
guys-
coming from?
Well, damn.
Right.
Speak on it then, Ashanti.
It's like I don't have practice guys. Real talk. There are guys that I may date for certain reasons, though.
Ooh, go deeper into the reason.
Well, like, for example, you might have a guy you're comfortable cuddling with. You might have a guy you're comfortable going out with. A nigga you like to go out to eat with. You know, different roles.
So,
If you can find
you're
all of
hungry,
those in
nigga.
one, that's great. But usually it doesn't work that way.
the nigga's like a hot pocket.
Kind of.
Let me call this nigga for something to eat. Oh, jeez.
Hey, hot pockets are delicious, by the way.
Right. And there's some things that weird guys do that is you just wouldn't date them. You would be with them and hang out with them. Like, for example, weird guys give the best head. But I can't actually be in a relationship with like a weirdo guy.
I need to find a weirdo.
Hold on. Fuck
They're
all that.
creative.
Fuck all that. We can't move past this. Weird guys.
Weird guys.
Because they're creative and they don't give a fuck and they know that this is what they have to do to
And you know what I
to
think? I think
be
your ass
around.
is seeking them out too. Look at this weird motherfucker. He gon' eat my fucking yogurt box this evening.
All day.
I
No.
think you seek
No, I
these
don't.
guys out.
Maybe they're attracted to me.
How would you know that then?
How would I know what?
How would you know
Because
that
I've had
weird
hair by
guys
a weird guy. What do you mean?
by a weird guy?
A few.
Here we go. This nigga got a
They're more
sample test.
creative. You know, the guys that don't have everything together, they know that there has to be that one or two things that's like, this has to be on point. And usually for weird guys, head is one of them.
I just, you know.
If there are any weirdo guys, you guys should give me a call at 1-844-55-1 because I need a couple weirdos in my life, apparently.
I'm telling you,
Shit.
it'll open up your chakras.
Oh, God. This is fucking crazy. It's the secret lives of women. I know you guys are out there. I want to understand your mentality. There's such a thing called a companionate relationship, where the relationship is just based on companionship. It's a companionate relationship. It might not have the passion. It might not have the fire in it. It's just somebody I like to be around. Is that the practice dude in your life?
Yeah.
Because you know, Mr. Right is dangerous. Mr. Right gets you outside your box. Mr. Right gets you in that vulnerable place where, you know, a lot of your fears are. A lot of women be like, fuck Mr. Right. He's too much. I don't have as much control over Mr. Right as I do with Mr. Right now. The practice dude. The beta model. Whitney. Look at Whitney's
Damn
face.
it, man. I'm saying, like, so yes, everything Zoe just said is real as hell. Like, I've been dating practice dude. Well, honestly, I just started dating a practice dude recently. Again, at first I was like, I'm not dating anybody. Like, I'm cool. Just got out of some stuff. Well, I didn't just get out of some stuff. I just wasn't ready. I don't think I was ready. Like, I'm probably his practice chick, honestly, because right now, I mean, at the time, my shit wasn't on point. But it's safe. Safe. Women like to feel safe. And I'm sorry, the calm, quiet, weird guy.
Is practice dude safer than Mr. Right?
For that time, yeah. At the time, and I guess it depends on the time of your life, but yeah, he is.
Ooh.
For me, he's safer because I know that there's a cap to our relationship. we can only get this far. So for me, the weird guy is safer than Mr. Right, because with Mr. Right, you got to bring everything.
Well, and honestly, I'm tapping in.
You selfish bastards.
I'm tapping into what Ashonti said. Is honestly too, after you've done, like, I feel like a lot of women, after they've gone through some traumatic, relationship stuff, they, their confidence isn't really that on point. So I'm sorry, beta male weirdo guy is what his name is apparently. I know I'm fucking shitting on this nigga, and he ain't gonna get nothing better than this, even though right now I'm not good enough for Mr. Right.
Wow. Are you?
Yeah, there's
listen.
that too.
Insecure women.
I don't know who's out there listening right now, but if there
Tell
are
me I'm
brothers
wrong.
and sisters out there listening, please take in this information. If you have something to counterpoint what was just said, please call us. The first caller, of course, introduces their city into the voice of reason. The number to dial is 844-55-1. Of course, we got Team Taber. Whew. The fucking red panda. And just joining the call right now, Veronica Conway in the building.
Hey.
We're talking about...
Y'all,
Hey, VC.
VC, have you been listening to this?
I have for the last few minutes. Yes, I have.
Yikes. So you heard the setup then, right?
Yeah.
So why is it that women date the practice dude? Why do they somehow... And when we say practice, of course, practice could be temporary. It could be beta. We were talking about that guy being just a bit more comfortable than that Mr. One, the right one, Mr. Right, the alpha. Do women seem to lose control when they date the alpha? Look, according to Ashonti, look at Ashonti. Ashonti like, shit, I ain't gonna lose none of this goddamn control. You see my hand right now? I'm holding this whip right now. I ain't gonna never let this shit go, you understand? She's scared as hell. Speak on it, Veronica.
I mean, it's going to sound strange. My ex-husband was a practice male. Because he was a practice male because he was safe. He seemed safe. He was from a big Christian family.
Hallelujah.
It seemed like he was going to take care of me
Jesus
and
in
our
him.
children.
Yes.
And he seemed like and he was a very nice guy. Come to find out, very passive aggressive, but a nice guy. And so there's a part of us that typically moves into, I'll speak for myself. I moved into that situation out of fear.
Wow.
I was in a lot of fear. I was in a lot of transition, and he kind of caught me at the right time.
Damn, that sounds like
I have since learned that it was the most harmful, dangerous, injurious thing that I could ever do, because there's nothing worse than selling out on the law of your being, selling out on the truth of your soul to have some damn security. It always backfires. It's always a problem. It always breaks down. That shit is not
Can you
sustainable.
guys turn that shit off? Damn.
Yes,
We're
preach.
having a revival.
Yo.
Veronica starts speaking. It's church.
Yeah,
We
she's
trying to
really.
listen to Veronica.
Amen.
You know what? Dean, you've just joined the show.
Hey, Dean.
You know your responsibilities. When she
No, 'cause
gets
I'm
out
saying.
when she gets out of pocket.
Veronica was saying some real shit.
when right on that. Okay, Veronica, can you finish, please?
Yeah, so I learned through that experience, through 12 years of hell, basically, that there's nothing. I have got to engage with men that evoke the wildness in me.
Oh, you guys have
And
no idea. Let me interrupt you.
dangerous.
Let me interrupt you real quick. You guys have no idea how wild Veronica is. Let me just say, Veronica called me one day after the show. She had a couple of Moscatos, and I heard see, first off, she's Virgo. Let's understand. Virgo got that veneer, cool, you don't know.
as a cucumber.
But right underneath the surface is a seething, boiling caldera of desire. Like you won't know it if you just meet them. They just got this real cool, I got this, it's covered, the dots are dotted, the T's are crossed, everything is let's frame it up, right? Let's frame this correctly, right? But when you get past that little veneer, oh God, Dante's Inferno. She called me one day, like, listen, man, you know, it's love, man. It's all love. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's no borders. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no walls here, man. It's all energy. You know, I was like, okay, Veronica is on one tonight.
I was that day.
Veronica, I'm telling you, unbridled. So men are supposed to get you there, right?
Well, I think that men that are wild themselves and are uncontrollable themselves and are answering to the law of their being, you come into their presence and they are not tolerating that bullshit. They're not tolerating the little girlishness. They're not tolerating all of your particular brand of insanity, no matter what it is. It's like they call it and they check it and they lovingly hold your hand and walk you through over to the truth of yourself. And it's confrontational. So if you're going to be with a guy that really is evoking that, you have to be prepared to square off with all of your inner demons, inner fears, inner bullshit. But to me, it's the safest place on the planet.
Yes.
So that makes sense. So when the other radio personality is in here and everybody's like, oh, it's sexual tension. It's like, no, I'm not tolerating that dumb shit. Oh, you got to go. Because you dumb and you don't want to accept that you dumb. Now, I can help you cover your dumb, but you got to follow what I'm telling you. Oh, hell no. Well, then bounce like bad checks on a rainy day. Yeah, on a rainy day. You'll be looking for me in the night with a candle, nigga.
You know what's crazy is right now, one of my best friends in the world, she's been dealing with practice dudes. Her baby's dad is a practice dude. She told me not to say nothing. I ain't gonna say her name, but she's been dealing with. So now all of a sudden she has an alpha who's doing everything right. Everything every woman says they want. He's literally like, here's a silver platter with everything women want.
Hold on.
Wait
a minute.
On my life.
Hold
and
on.
she don't know how to, she's freaking out. She's scared. She doesn't know what to do. She's trying to stop. You know, I told him to fuck off earlier. Why? Because he's bringing you flowers to work.
Listen, he's not an alpha.
He's on everything. He's taming.
Why
he's
can't he be
taming
an
that.
alpha?
He's not an alpha.
He definitely
Why not?
is.
Listen.
And he's that wild. What he is literally what Veronica just explained. The wild dude. La 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 la.
Wild dudes bringing wild flowers?
Not this wildflower. This flower is blooming, vinegar. Not this flower. My girl though, like crazy. She's such a like, I got this because she's always had to have it. That now she has somebody who's equal or greater than her, and she don't even know
too
how to
much.
handle it. She literally cannot handle what's happening right now.
I wish I could meet me a man like that.
Oh, good.
Well, first off, I don't think you get those guys.
You don't know what kind of
Let me
guys I get.
just hear what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
there we go. Right there. Did that just happen? Tell her to say something. Somebody tell her to say, I can still hear her.
Wrong mic, Dean.
Wrong mic, Dean.
Mike Dean.
Let's get that right. Okay, yeah, good. So, in general, just like what Whitney was talking about with her friend, I don't think you can go from an alpha or from a beta male and jump right to alpha. I don't think so.
It wasn't just a quick.
I think
did.
I don't think so. I think you have to go through something personally. You have to get something. And I don't think I'm just saying in general, when we just do it by the numbers, if we're grading on the bell curve, most motherfuckers repeat shit. They don't skip to the next grade. This ain't No Child Left Behind. This ain't the Bush system
no.
where you can do bad in a class and get pushed to the next grade. No, in the spiritual context of things, you don't get what you desire until you become that. So if the sister got an alpha male after she had a beta male, she had to reconcile some shit within her first.
So and that's
Absolutely.
literally what she's done. Like she did the same beta male. She tried and tried and tried. Same mistake over and over and over. Till finally she said, I'm done with all of this and I'm focusing on myself and my children. And now she's got all her shit going on. Like everything in her life is completely aligned, and now she has a few alpha males.
There we go.
Like a ton of them, actually. Like she's bad.
And I
Right.
bet you they don't mind that there's other alpha males
Oh, yeah, they're
drinking from the
circling.
fountain.
They're circling around her.
Nope.
She's like,
Be like, it's my day, Wednesday. It's God Dick Wednesdays.
That's right.
And whoever
Can I say
got
one thing,
Thursday
Tyler?
doesn't matter. Right, go ahead, Veronica.
So one of the challenges with that though, and I was just talking to my man about it today. One of the challenges with engaging with practice males is, I realize that when you look at engaging with a man, I always say that many men try to conquer my mind because they try to extract the wild plague jungle that is my brain.
It's all
And put
energy,
it to use on
so.
their behalf. And many men try to conquer my genitals. And very few are equipped to conquer my heart. But what they fail to realize is that if they get my heart, they get all three.
Wow.
So the challenge with dealing with practice males is that women get confused. They think sometimes if they give up their pussy, that means that they're giving up their heart. It all sort of runs together for us. Men tend to compartmentalize it.
Yes, yes. Say more. Say more. We got 30 more seconds. Say more.
Men tend to compartmentalize mind, genitals, and heart. Women, it all tends to run together. So the challenge with getting seated with the practice male energy is that you can get confused and get caught up and think he's got your heart because it all just tends to blur in a woman.
Wow.
That's how she's wired.
Wow. Listen, we're about to take a quick break, but when I come back, I want us to deal with all of the questions that have been laid out on the table. Are you dating a practice man? Because you scared. You don't want to experience true love. True love is unconditional. In other words, none of your bullshit ass principles or standards don't apply to unconditional love. It just doesn't. Right? All your rules, all your coping mechanisms, none of that shit works. It only works
Right.
with the practice male. Trust, all that bullshit you bought into only works with him. If you're dating this guy and you know in your spirit, this ain't him. God, this ain't him. It's comfortable, but this ain't him. The bills is paid, but this ain't him. Call us, 844-55-1. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, those questions going to be waiting on your ass. Phone lines, open up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back in the building. The voice of reason, man. I'm really, really interested in hearing from women. I am. Because this is your show. We want to understand your language. There's so many complexities wrapped around this topic. You know, the practice dude. The practice dude is comfortable. The practice dude is safe. Is it more important in intimate relationship for women to be safe than it is for them to be unconditionally free? I would like to meet an unconditionally free woman. That shit might scare the bejesus out of me. You're like, oh shit, she loose. Woman, thou art loosed. Right? I just think that's the purpose of today's topic. And I think what happens is the practice dude becomes the ideal dude. He becomes Prince Charming. I think it's an interesting tweet we got here from the brother Damien, or I said Damien. I think that's how you pronounce his name. At @clown_crown 88 _crown 88. He says, exes, baby daddies equal practice. Niggas that do everything for you equal alpha, woman's logic. Do women think that a guy is supposed to do everything for you, and thus by doing everything for you, he is now good for you?
Hell no.
Let's go deeper. 844-55-1. We're talking about the practice male. Why is the practice male so attractive to so many women? We're going to go deeper and deeper. Whitney wants to say something.
practice niggas, I feel like, are more attractive to women because we want to fix them. Their shit ain't all the way there. We all know that because they're
You can't fix us if you're broken.
betas.
Next reason.
What you mean we can't fix it? Because I'm not saying.
If you're broken, you can't fix us.
Not every
But you
woman
didn't
is
say that.
broken.
You didn't say. We didn't say she was broken.
All women are broken when they're dating practice guys.
I'm done.
She might not know. She
Well,
might think. She
So
might
listen
be.
to the logic. If she doesn't know that she's broken, but she
Okay.
thinks she's fixed, what kind of narcissistic doctor is this?
Hey, well,
She come in missing a leg talking about let me suture you up. Get your crazy ass out of here.
but that's the thing is, I'm sorry. Beta males are probably more attractive because, yo, I know my shit ain't all the way together, but I know his shit's fucked up. So let me just help him out, and then maybe we can both figure our shit out together. Like, that makes kind of sense, good.
Two broken people only
Kinda.
cut each other. That's all. That's all they do.
And they don't figure it out until after. Oh well, we
I
probably
guess since we both broken, we must have came from the same puzzle. Let's get together. What kind of dumb shit?
I'm just
Hey,
saying,
it
you
is what
asked.
it is.
You asked. I think for myself, like, yo, I got a little bit more shit going on than this nigga, so let me try to help him out.
Okay, true or false? If you dating a practice nigga, are you not in effect a practice chick? 844-55-1. You date what you are, right?
How did you get that from that?
I just
So
asked a
far.
question.
She just asked a
I just asked a question. I didn't get anything. I didn't deduce anything.
Practice is all in the mind.
But
If you
that's
don't think you're a practice person, then you're not. Meaning, let's say that I'm dating a guy and he considers me his practice chick. If what he's giving me in terms of time, et cetera, is enough, then to me, I'm not a practice chick.
I got a question.
Just because I'm his practice chick doesn't mean he's my practice dude.
Hey,
Interesting. I like that angle. You've earned 30 seconds of mic time.
Oh my gosh, this shit is
yo,
ridiculous.
I have a question. Okay, so since this is the era of side chicks and they're so popular and they're the hottest thing moving, are side chicks considered practice chicks?
They would never admit to
No,
that.
guys, first off.
Fellas, this is a fellas question.
because guys are
It's-
never practicing for monogamy. Never.
Right.
Are you practicing to get your
We're never
dick
like,
game up?
oh, you know what? Oh, I'm gonna practice with this girl because when my ice princess comes, niggas don't think like that. We're thinking this is a piece of pussy this evening, and I'm going to delve into the crevices of this ass.
And you're gonna practice fucking her. You're gonna practice fucking her, so then when Ice Princess does show up, your dick game is on
that's
Right.
like
fucking
Stroke
wait,
game
12.
on
that's
point.
like practicing scoring a touchdown.
Hey, it is.
I'm in the end zone.
Yeah.
This ain't no practice. I already scored. That's how we do it.
You don't
Side
score
chicks.
unless the girl is satisfied.
No, guys don't think like that.
So you guys just don't care.
No,
Nah, they really don't.
no.
Damn you guys.
Now, when some girl, because I believe women are the axis of the relationship. When she comes in and she's got this center of power that's outside of our control, she tends to elevate our shit. Am I lying,
Yep.
Veronica?
That is exactly right. And so for me, that has been sort of the biggest challenge is that I know that, and this has been in my DNA since I was a child. When I was 12 years old, I said to my mother, I said, when I'm a little bit older, I'm going to meet a very, very wealthy man, and I'm going to travel the world first class. And she looked at me like I was crazy. And then I did when I was 18. And I have always known that, or sensed that I have really profound powers to up-level a man. The problem is that if the guy is beta and not, it's not that he can't make the highest and best use of my up-leveling. So what ends up happening is, how do I explain it? It ends up being a problem because he'll eventually become jealous and petty and try to control me and try to control it. And if I succumb to that, if I let him do that, because in the attempt to maintain the relationship, in the attempt to maintain safety, then I end up really damaging myself. So I realize that I cannot, because I up-level so intensely to men that come into my presence, I have to be so discerning about who comes into my presence.
But wait, Veronica, let's go deeper. We got something here. We're on to something. I'm telling you, we're on the yellow brick road, or should I say the yellow dick road. We're right there.
This shit is ridiculous, man.
We're right there. If women can't up-level men, all of the men they come in contact with, are they in effect practice chicks, side chicks?
I don't understand the correlation. Maybe I'm just not getting it. Because how does one even go with the other?
It's not. I don't know if it makes them side chicks. I know it depends on what a man is looking for. I mean, I think it depends on what people are looking for in their relationship. Men and women all have their particular unique brand of insanity, right? We all get here, we're sane, we grow up here, and we become fucking insane. And we all have our own flavor of it. So it depends on what a man is looking for. Some men are just looking for a little princess to call their own. And so he doesn't really care if she's up-leveling or not. He just wants something to call his own.
That's interesting. I don't know if I fully agree with. Now, this is the first time I haven't agreed with Veronica. I don't. That's almost like a woman having a baby to have something to love.
Women do that.
We know that, but I don't know a man. I don't know a man.
Men do it all.
I don't. I
know a lot of them.
Shit.
do it all
I don't
the
know.
time.
I have a true or false here. Women will use a practice guy as a placeholder for the void of their unresolved inner conflict. He's safe and he keeps you away from feeling this unresolved bullshit.
Yeah.
844-55-1.
And he gives you attention. Women are addicted to attention.
Yeah.
It's like, is he going to pay me attention? And if we still need attention, then we're still in the posture of a little girl, right? Because women don't need attention. Women evoke reverence and respect. So if we're still hankering for attention, then a lot of times we'll do, and say in a sense of safety, then we'll do a practice dude just because.
So you telling me Nicki Minaj and Amber Rose are little girls?
Yeah. Yeah. Women don't need attention.
Speak on it.
Women don't need attention. Women evoke love, respect,
reverence,
and sexuality.
Veronica dropping bombs on you niggas.
But a woman can still. But a woman.
Damn, and she just
literally.
She'll be back. Don't worry. She always comes back. She'll be back.
But a woman can still appreciate attention. Just because she doesn't need it, that doesn't mean that she doesn't seek it at all. Everybody likes attention. Man, woman, boy, girl.
You think so?
Yes.
You think the masters of us seek out attention?
It don't matter if you're a master or not. Like if you took all day to get dressed and do whatever the fuck, and you came out and nobody complimented you, nobody said shit to you, you would be cool because it's like whatever, I look good, but you would kind of be like, oh damn, I put all this thought into myself and nigga didn't even notice.
So you're thinking for the masters now.
It is what it is. I'm trying to tell you. It is. You know what? We should open up the phone lines.
As we should, to get away from the ramblings of a mad panda.
Let's do line 2, Gumby. Gumby, are you there?
Yeah.
Speak to us, man.
What's up, though?
What's happening?
Hey, none of us, men and women, we ain't the same. Like, you just gotta face it, we ain't the same. Women, what they really want, they don't want to say it, but really they want somebody that's better than them. They want somebody that's better than them. Point blank, plain and simple. That's it.
I can smoke a bag of that.
Yeah.
I can smoke a bag of that, man. Gumby.
They really do want somebody better than them. They want a leader. They want somebody to lead them.
Yep.
That's true.
I can smoke a bag of that. But it seems like anything that's complimentary to women, the women be like, that's true. Yeah. For real, though. But as soon as you say something that challenges their...
No, that's not it at all. We're just agreeing what we got to say.
Did she cut me off? Was I talking?
Me?
Cut that mic off right now. Now, like I was saying, as soon as, we say something that challenges the excess, the center of what they believe, like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You don't know me. You ain't never known me. Yeah, how many times have a woman... Guys, call me right now, 844-55-1. Shit go bad. You ain't the person I ever knew. I ain't never known you. Wait a minute, this is 10 years in. Right?
Silly.
You know how you guys are. And if women... Come on. Even women will tell you guys are crazy. Even other women will say, yes, we're crazy. We believe some shit in the moment. We're ephemeral. We'll be on some shit 100 in the moment. Then 3 moments later, nigga, what are you talking about? I never agreed to that. What? How do you reconcile that? How are we supposed to be anything consistent to you when you by your very nature are inconsistent? 844-55-1. Who wants to speak on that?
Can I speak to that?
Yes, you can, if you can.
What I think the difference that I have found between data practice and alpha, men, is that a man who is really standing in his masculinity and his testosterone and his power, he is grounded enough internally that a woman can sort of come on the scene, kind of freak out with all of her drama and her madness, and his stand with her, his energetic stance with her is so firm that she realizes that she has something solid to sort of lean into, right? So
she gets to throw her crazy up against his wall. I got you.
Well, right. But here's the thing, and it's not that she just gets to indulge in all that craziness. It's that his groundedness and his certainty actually doesn't, it's almost like he's saying to her, okay, I see the part of you that's God, and all the rest of this shit you can let go of, and she can actually feel safe in the exploration of that. She can actually lean into that. I mean, when you come into the contact with a real man, you'll exhale. You really will, just like, okay, right? So good.
Signal dropped.
Thanks, Mike. So I have a question.
Jinx.
As far as when it comes to beta male, alpha male, can the beta male grow into a alpha male?
Listen, you can't plant this nigga in your backyard.
I'm asking you,
and water
Zoe.
him. He ain't gonna grow up into a baby.
Because like Veronica always says, like women, we're the ones who evoke all of this emotion into these men, and y'all need us.
Okay, cut Whitney's mouth right now.
I'm just saying.
Right now.
Why you always cut us off when we talking
Is she
about
talking
some
too?
fruit shit?
Cut her mic off
This
too.
is
See how beautiful? Turn that music on. Let's hear. What record is that?
It's Mary J.
Turn that shit up real quick. While they tripping, we gonna get into this. Okay, we just needed a quick musical interlude just so they can get their thoughts together. Because I refuse to listen to chicanery merchants on my show.
chicanery.
I said chicanery merchants. You trying to sell us some chicanery. And I don't want to hear it. Now, if this shit doesn't make sense, Dean, you know what to do. Whitney,
He
go.
puts his little fingers
Relax,
there.
Dean.
Right,
Calm
Dean.
down,
Don't
Dean.
let him do you like that,
Don't
Dean.
do it,
Real
Dean.
shit.
We got your
For
back,
real.
Dean. But
Go
no,
ahead,
but
Whitney.
that's what I was asking though. Like on some real shit, can a beta male like grow, learn, and figure out, get a mentor and figure out how to become that alpha male?
That's actually a good question. I just like fucking with you guys.
Right. Right.
Look,
That's actually a really good question. I want to go with Veronica on this. Veronica, do you think women can nurture the beta male into an alpha male? Can they nurture this practice male into a game changer? Go deeper.
Well, I think so. Here's what I've observed in my own experience with alpha males is that they tend to carry a lot more testosterone just naturally than other males. So they tend to be more athletic. They tend to get more pussy. They tend to be better at business. They just tend to be sort of elevated in the sense that they can do a lot of things well, and it's usually a lot of testosterone. So they're both a man's man and a woman's man.
Way to
That's
talk
what
about me
I
without
feel
saying my
like
name, baby.
oh god.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
The other thing that I've observed is that, and this is so. Let me just say this and still be loved.
You always
They have
be loved.
so sort of conquered and have, I'm going to say, a certain dominion with women that they never they never have to complain about them because women come into their presence and are handled. You don't often hear alphas complaining about women. It's like because women come into their frame and they kind of melt. So what I've observed is that most alpha men that I know somehow had some sort of mentoring or cultivation. They naturally had a lot of testosterone, but they also had an advocate or a mentor or someone that recognized it in them and helped them cultivate it. So I think it can be cultivated. I think alpha males have to train other alpha males.
That's exactly.
Yeah, but it's like there's an innate piece of it. I think that the other thing is that, as I said to you before, compromise leaks alpha. Compromise leaks testosterone, just like compromise leaks vaginal fluid in a woman and makes her less receptive and tripped out and justifying. It compromise in an alpha in a man leaks alpha. So if men were to become more non-negotiable and fiercer about what they were going to take a stand for on the planet, I think that they raise their testosterone levels, they raise their male energy, and they have more of an opportunity to be alpha.
So Veronica's saying something very, very heavy. And this is what you find in the practice male or the beta male or the temporary guy that's comfortable, that's attractive to you because everything looks right, everything fits right, and he'll do whatever. She said something that's very, very powerful. Modeling an alpha male. All men need to model an alpha if they want to mature into one, right? You have some kids that are just, listen, when I was mentoring this kid I was mentoring at this school, I think it was around 2006, 2007. I was mentoring at a school called Fauché Middle School. It's a high school too, right? And I'm telling you, there was this little kid there. His name was Leon. He was in the 8th grade. Leon was a Leo, and he was a little gang member. And around the neighborhood, they had this chart of the neighborhood. It was like 73 gangs surrounding that school, different territories in the adjacent blocks, 73 different gangs. And this little dude had it on him. He just had it on him, like, I'm the leader of this whole situation. And like I said, he used to peep me. When I came on, he would peep me dealing with the other kids. And then eventually he started coming around. And when he started coming around, his friends started coming around. And then I got a chance to talk to him. And then before I could really imprint what I needed to imprint on him, he left the school. But he liked me. He was like, that dude is cool. He not like the teachers. He's not like the security. He a different vibe. And I fuck with him. You see what I mean? He could have modeled me, right? And that would have led him down a different journey. That would have put him on a different trajectory, right? Again, I've had women's mama tell them that I date, Zoe's too wild. He won't be tamed. He won't be controlled. He's not a good match for you. One of our Twitter feeds just laid it out. Women have in their mind, a good man is one who does everything for you. No, a good man is one who challenges the weaknesses you refuse to look at. Ooh. That's a good man. And it might not feel good, like I say in the relationship dismount, which is coming out July 1st. Just because something doesn't feel good to you doesn't necessarily mean it isn't good for you. Like an alpha male is going to challenge you. And he's not going to be pissed off if you challenge him. I mean, I love the way Dr. Mark Goulston says it. He says, your woman and your man, y'all should be able to stand up to each other in private.
Yep.
Stand by each other in public, right? And stand for each other in a crisis.
That's deep. And hard to find.
Stand up to each other, right? In private.
Yep.
stand by each other in public, and stand up for each other in a crisis. That's Dr. Mark Goulston.
Right? Man, Mark.
That's a good one.
See, a lot of times it's too many emotions involved in it. And I'm not saying emotions are bad. I'm saying if you let emotions drive the ship, then everything is going to be predicated on how it feels. But you have to understand there are different frequencies. There's mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Now, if you break this down on a grid by way of elements, the physical is earth, the mental is air, the emotional is water, and the spirit is fire. Now, who are elemental opposites? Earth and air, fire, water. So fire represents spirit and intuition, and water represents emotion. So I always tell women, can you tell the difference between a spiritual feeling and an emotional one? Sometimes you guys are just so locked into the water vibration and you just want to feel good that you don't allow the elemental opposite of fire, which is purification, being purified by going through some shit. You don't want to feel that. But that's what you need to feel in order to get to the next level of evolutionary understanding in relationship. Now we got to take a break. I got to take a break real quick. I didn't mean to give up too much,
Damn,
June.
I was going to say,
that was
get the
good.
book.
Shit.
Look, July 1st.
That damn book.
The Relationship Dismount, ladies and gentlemen, by Zoe Williams.
I'm just
Y'all
saying.
got to pre-order that
Y'all wanna get
right
down with the- get
now.
down. That's what I'm doing.
I just bought 3 copies right now. Y'all
No, you didn't. God damn it. Anyway,
I ain't got no money. It's okay.
listen, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about dating the practice, man. You got to stop ignoring that damn intuition. Let's talk about that when we come back. Yikes. DJ, Always. Somebody tell Always, man. Look at, where can people find Always? Hey, catch up with him. That boy DJing like a mama, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Here
it. Always in your ear. I appreciate it, sweetie. Always in your ear on Twitter and are always on Instagram. You can find me there.
Motherfucker done elevated the bass tone on his shit.
Right, he was trying to
Always. Thank you,
serenade
baby.
you. See? Thank you, baby.
Well,
Always. I
damn.
got you, honey.
Practice what you preach. Hey, I love it, man. I love it, man.
got
Can
some
the
hits.
alpha male practice chivalry?
You better.
Is it beta male like to cater to a woman? A lot of niggas got misconceptions. Niggas think the alpha male is just sitting in a motherfucking cave somewhere
Just scratching his
Right.
balls.
Eating
And then-
grapes and shit.
and then comes
playing
down with a
2K.
rock hard dick, and then the girl melts and jumps on the
Right.
dick, and then they have a prince. Then he goes back into the cave. It's not really like that.
Right.
An alpha male,
Not like that.
an alpha male is not egoic to the point that he thinks he is the teacher and not the student simultaneously.
You better say that.
Okay. I'm going to say one more thing, and if somebody say something when I say it,
Oh, sorry.
that's the one more thing. Cut it. She's just wild. See, Veronica, you freed her. You did something to her, and you broke her. We're going to have to fix her.
Tip of the iceberg, baby. Tip of the iceberg.
She's gonna get even
You want
wilder.
some more freedom? You reach out to me, girl.
Yeah. She says she would if her mic was on, but unfortunately it's not, and I will not allow that connection to happen. No, I'm just kidding. Turn the mic on.
No, real shit. People got to go get that mastery because I'm just like a different
Black
beast.
mastery, I'm telling you, is
Like
no
it was already me. Like I
joke.
feel like it was me, but according to you guys, it's not me. It's
That's
not
why
the
we
it's
named
not
you
the
Red
you it's
Panda.
not the you that you knew.
No, it's not.
But to me, it was always the me. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It's some
I'm
girl shit.
lost.
No, it's like this is how I've always been. This is how I've always seen myself.
We need a
But
female
now I'm not
translator.
afraid anymore.
So what she has said was,
Yep.
That's good. Let me ask you guys this.
Yep.
Our guy, our good friend out of Naptown, Ronan Martin, says, these feminized weenies are responsible for this pandemic of calcified clits.
Whoa.
sounds like it hurts.
Right. And smells.
Ew.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it was too much. Over the
Sorry.
line. Yeah, see, she's free. Right? It smells too. I'm just wondering, everybody wants to have a relationship with somebody, right? And just be happy and be cool and, damn, this shit's gonna work. My question is, how does one raise their own inner awareness while at the same time being responsible for someone else's emotions?
It's a hard job to juggle.
It's a hard get down, right?
Yeah.
Listen, we want to hear from ladies, men out there. If you're going through it, call us right now. If you're a practice man, a practice male, and you know it, how many of you guys interface with women and you feel the disconnect from her? Like she only calls you when she needs you. She may need you, in different ways. She might need some dick. Call you for that. She might need
Men are
help.
even getting emotional about that.
I'm just
these
saying.
days.
Listen, a real man will not get emotional about giving you dick. Stacky out.
Some men want more than that.
What kind of gay ass? Listen,
Some
Stacky out.
men
You
don't
could
like
get
being
dick.
treated like a piece of meat.
I'm just saying. That's the practice guy, right? We're talking about him. So my question is, if you're going through this situation where you feel like you're a tool in her toolbox, call us. 844-55-1. Whitney!
Yo, what's good, guys? Well, we have a few people on the line, so we're going to get to those phone lines. Damien from Connecticut, line 2. You're on the Voice of Reason. What do you got to say? Add to the convo. What's popping?
What's up, Damien?
How you doing? What's up, Zoe? How y'all doing?
We chilling, man. What's
Good
happening?
show so far.
Thank you, brother.
What's that?
No, we're just listening.
All right. My whole theory on this alpha beta male thing. I mean, I personally, I think it's just like Zoe says. There's no absolutes. I think it's more about, as far as relationships are concerned, I think it's way more about chemistry than this kind of mythological alpha beta male. Because even in nature, the alpha beta position can change depending on whether the alpha male is killed, whether the alpha male is no longer suitable to be an alpha male. That all changes depending on the circumstance. Alpha males come and go. Everybody is second in command as far as a beta. So to me, every man has the potential to be an alpha. Now, whether the circumstances of how they're raised, the examples that they have, how they interact with women, the trauma they have, whatever shapes them, and whether they're raised by, sorry to say it, predominantly women, they have a different perspective, and they're not going to, their potential to be this alpha male or the high testosterone or whatever is kind of overshadowed by more feeling about the situation, or seeing it from a female's perspective when they should be leading more. So in that sense, to me, I don't really get into the alpha beta male. It's way more about chemistry, how you react with the specific woman. I think every man has the potential to be a practice man. It just depends how that woman feels about you. At the specific time in her life that she meets you, and at the specific time in her life that you meet her. So I don't think there's any one thing about a situation that is going to protect you, whether you're an alpha male all the time. Because you could be an alpha male, meet a woman, and she'll dog you out.
Right.
It has no bearing on anything.
Wait a minute. Is this Damon? Is this Damien the artist?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Yeah, we done caught you out there. Good stuff, man. We appreciate the call. Hey, man, and thanks for all the drawings. I thought you captured Ashonti fresh.
Thank you, Damien.
Oh, this is my boy?
This is Damien.
My nigga.
He got them DSLs perfect.
Oh, my God.
That's just stupid.
All right, man.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it, brother.
Damien.
Thank
We
you for the
appreciate it,
support.
man.
And the art. The art is fly.
The art is crazy. He got Whitney's tatas.
No, they're like
They all
said-
shaded perfectly.
said-
I was like,
right.
Okay. Y'all are hot mess. Well, we're gonna keep them going. Nate from Arizona. If you can hear me, Nate from Arizona, line 5. You're on the Voice of Reason. Hey, Nate.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Nate?
Did he fall?
Nate, you all right, man? You good? Nate.
Nathan.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Nate.
What's up, Nate? How you been?
I'm so sorry. I was preoccupied.
I bet.
Excuse
You got
the hell
both
out
your
of me.
hands back. I got you. Go ahead. Speak on it,
I
Nate.
apologize. I just wanted to call to say that I love the show, and y'all keep up the good work. Peace.
Aw, thanks, homeboy.
man.
We appreciate
always-
that, Nate.
Yes, yes.
Thanks, Nate.
Good looking,
I feel all
homeboy.
warm.
All right, well, we're just going to keep it rolling. Thanks, Nate, for calling in and listening. Number 4, Gumby from Texas. Texas, what
He's
up,
back.
Hey, cowboy.
What's up? I just wanted to call in and say I love the show. Nah, just kidding. But I do love the show, though. But what's up, y'all? You know what I mean?
With the Pride Weekend voice, though.
Whoa.
Hey, Zoe, I'm waiting on that book like it's the new Tekken or that new Madden that's coming out, man. I'm really waiting for that
I'm
book.
trying to tell y'all, y'all better get it.
Gumby.
Yeah,
What's up,
but,
man?
I think every man can be an alpha male, and it's like this. It's like the trickle down theory. It's happy man, happy marriage. If it goes from the happy man down to
That's not how
the
it
happy
goes.
woman, it could be iffy in that area, but that's like the perfect marriage. But that happy wife, happy life, that's straight bullshit. Everybody knows that's straight bullshit. That shit never works out.
It works with a beta.
But that's all I want to say.
That's good
It
shit,
works
man.
for the beta until it works for the beta until she bitches him up enough until she gets tired of him, and then she leaves him. That's it.
Or
that's
he
the cycle
pop
right
off.
there.
Or he pop off.
I wish he would.
It is a
Or he
lot of
pop off and
dudes.
kill her or something.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of dudes in volcano mode. Always, hey man, thank you for the call, brother. I appreciate it. I always call volcano mode. That's the tolerance mode. Just taking her shit. You know, how many people out there got married because it looked right? Just because it looked right.
Yeah. I
Well,
almost got married.
well, you know, we came this far. We might as well. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
y'all don't understand what it's for. It's not for because it looked right. It's really not for that. Well, we got a kid together. I guess the child is illegitimate unless we get married. You know, the church ain't gonna accept us. Mom and dad was married for 47 years. I guess you got to be careful what we model out here. You know. We got a lot of callers. A lot. Whitney, who's next?
Let's see. Oh, let's take it to Miami. Hustle, line 2. You're on the Voice of Reason. Hot button. What's poppin', Hustle?
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's going
How
on?
you doing?
What's up, ladies?
What up?
Hey, Hustle.
So check me out, man. Ashonti just tweeted something out that made me want to mute her mic on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
She does have that power.
She's talking about the dude that she won and all that, right?
Mhm.
See, here's the thing. Most of these women, they say they want that, but really, they want a guy who's not that, and they want him to turn into that for them.
Should I read what he's talking about?
Yeah, why don't you
Yeah,
read
'cause I'm-
some of the propaganda
Okay.
you've been spewing
So
from this desk?
I retweeted this from Facts because it was dope. It said, be with someone who won't stay mad at you, who can't stand not talking to you, and who's afraid of losing you. And I retweeted it and I said, that's the man I want because it is.
Boom.
You want a man that's afraid?
Hustle, is that you?
Hustle. Let me tell you something. Stacky Owl ain't no joke.
What's
You might
wrong
want
with
to
that,
just
though?
do what she says.
But
because
what's
you
wrong
look
with
good.
that? What's wrong with that, though?
I'm gonna tell you, no, there's nothing wrong with wanting that, but when you get that, y'all don't really want to be attracted to that kind of dude because he ain't the one out there swagging. He ain't the one out there, you know what I'm saying, shining and picking up all the ladies. He's a quiet dude that's willing to do everything for you. But then y'all call him a simp and pass it on to the man who's gonna, you know, knock it up, get a couple kids out you, move on to the next one.
I would hope that we're not all that way.
I love
I know
me a
that some
shy
are.
little quiet nigga.
Yeah, me too.
This is why I think there's this epidemic going on. And I think the epidemic is this. Women love their children unconditionally, but they love the men conditionally. The men who fathered them. And I think the reason why that is because it's a beta male who has all these conditions. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. I feel like it's really difficult for women to love unconditionally unless the dude is at the height of what he is. Like if he's fully developed and fully realized, and he is what he is, and there's no fat, and it's the truth, and he stands in it unapologetically, and this is who I am, take it or leave it, come or go, I don't give a fuck, this is me, right? Women tend to stay with them dudes over the dudes that's, you know what, I never really liked your mama. Okay? So
Mac and cheese was
not only am I taking the kids, nigga, I'm taking those shoes I bought you. You know, it just get hella crazy when a dude has been compromising this whole time and leaking this shit this whole time. Because I think when he's leaking alpha, she's taking on that leakage as disrespect for him. Like, this motherfucking cupcake. But she knew he was a cupcake when she got with him. She knew this. She just never thought that he would flower into a full cupcake.
Like a bundt cake.
She thought maybe like, fuck, I can put this on him and I can guide it a little.
Sprinkles.
And this is why I always tell women, stop fucking dating your ideas. Stop dating your ideas and date the real dude. If you're dating a dude and you know he's a practice dude, in other words, he's a stopgap for what I really want.
So,
right?
Zoe, you spoke to me for a second right there.
Right there.
All I'm saying is, look, so I had my little practice dude, and he was acting like
right there.
Funny, right? But it wasn't until he got this crazy job that he'd been, and now that he has that job, and I think this is his purpose, now he's acting all alpha and shit, and I'm like, whoa, bro. I already did my one get out of free jail card. I ain't doing this shit again. All right?
Look, I feel like somebody just summed us up nicely. Oh, he's still there. Hey, what's up, man? Sorry.
Let's hustle.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing, man. I know you say you know what you want, but can you recognize the package when you see it?
Ooh, no,
Yeah,
they can't.
that's a hard one.
You know they can't.
Because there's so many men with disguises. You can't blame us. We're confused.
Where the
out
gunshots?
here.
Where the gunshots?
Especially niggas.
This motherfucker
So
just
many
shot everybody in
posers.
here. Shoot some people up in here. Somebody need to get shot.
Especially niggas with fucked up hairlines.
Right. Ooh,
Wear hats.
don't get on the
Listen,
hairlines.
let me tell you what he just said.
And FUBUs.
Like, can you recognize? This is very important. This is a very important statement that he made.
And ones.
Right? Very important statement. He says, can you recognize it?
Right.
You have to, as women, you have to ask yourself the question, why can't I see it? And if I can see it, why do I desire to ignore it? Because there are a lot of women men would respect women more because there's a hella, I would say, a respect gap between the sexes. But I think men would respect women more if they just stepped up and said, I'm not ready for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women don't say, I'm not ready for you.
Yep. Keep him on the back burner.
Well,
right? They think they can mold him. You can't mold an alpha. You can advise an alpha, though. Let me tell you something about, listen.
You can be his muse. You can be his muse.
Hell, fuck it. That's what I was about to go into.
Yeah.
Most women don't know how to be muses.
You know, goddamn muse.
I'm trying to be a muse.
You know what I'm saying? Veronica, can you speak into what it means to be a muse and how that's different than being a complaining, arrogant, weak-minded woman? Go ahead. Can you?
You just did way too much.
Well, it kind of goes back to that whole thing about, like, do you expect a man to do everything for you? Hell no. I expect an alpha male to be alpha in his lane. So if I have a money alpha or a sex alpha or a power alpha, I'm not looking at him to be in the other lane. I'm looking at him to be in his lane. So why would I expect him to run around and squander his life force doing a bunch of chores? That's what maids are for. So that's the first thing. Secondarily, you talk about, in other words, there's no It's not, and again, I think it's in the context of creating something bigger. The only reason that I have came to the conclusion that I need to interact with alpha men is because beta men destroy me. They literally destroy me because I'm too ambitious, and I'm too ambitious, and I'm too sexual, and I'm too powerful, and I'm too, they get jealous, and they start to try to control, and it just, I physically can't do it. It literally will kill me. So that's what I've just come to observe through the school of hard knocks on this. But a muse, a woman that is again, this is a vibrational thing, a woman who has lost enough fear, tripping, the need for attention, the need for approval, the need for her mama's approval, the need for her daddy's approval, a woman who has lost all of that and who is squared off with her humanity, her fundamental humanity and her fundamental femininity, has the opportunity to shine brightly enough to be an inspiration to a very powerful man. It has nothing to do with bickering at him or nagging him or trying to turn him into something that he's not. She actually allows him to activate her so that she can become an inspiration to him and show him beauty and give him clarity and be a thought partner. It's really one of the most beautiful dynamics that you can witness or experience. But it has nothing to do with all that me, demanding, mine, me, mine. It just has nothing to do with that.
Good. Let me tell you something right now. An alpha male is not going to coddle your weaknesses. He's just not going to do it.
No.
He's not interested in doing that. We've got a caller on the line. Line 2, Lucy, Nevada. You're in the building. Holler at us.
Hi.
Hey, Lucy.
Lucy Lou.
Yes, I
Where
wanted
Ricky
to get
at?
you guys' opinion or comments on the increasing homogenization of women and men, or feminism and masculinism, the whole, women getting more rights and stuff like that. And I feel like men are becoming more feminine, and it's unattractive. And I feel like we're moving in that direction where eventually everybody's going to be the same. Do you guys feel that way? And what do you have to say about it?
I definitely feel like men are more feminine nowadays. It's almost like a switch of energy. For example, it's getting pretty bad. For example, this guy came from out of town to hang out with me, or whatever the case. I've known him for some years. We got to the restaurant and we ended up running into a male friend of mine from college. We go way back. So we all ended up sitting together at the bar, and I could really tell that my friend was bothered. And literally for the rest of the evening, we even ended up going somewhere else. He ended up shutting down. And we had a conversation about it the next day. Man, what's up with that? Because usually the roles would be reversed. Usually it's the woman that gets more emotional about things like that. So I could definitely agree that it's a switch in masculinity and femininity.
And to sum it up, yes, niggas are acting like bitches in 2015.
Real shit.
Hashtag team.
And it's not attractive.
Oh,
I agree with her.
okay.
It's not attractive.
Cut all the mics.
Wow.
Bitch ass still alive.
Listen, there's when you put both these girls together, they're less than 60 years old. They haven't dated thousands of men. They can't. Your mic is off. Thank you. They can't speak on the diaspora of masculinity. They can't. So I will come back and remind everyone, what you're experiencing is a reflection of yourself. You can't be a bitch and get God. You can't. He might be on the periphery of your life and be like, look at this little bitch. Right. But until you are able to match him, why would he ever be interested in you? You're only going to get what you haven't resolved. That's what you're going to get in every relationship situation. So it's easy for us to sit here and go, oh, it's their fault. It's his fault. Oh, well, it's her fault. There's a lot of bitches out here. Well, why don't we just take a self-inventory of who you are at your core? Now, when you go find out who the fuck you are, then you could go, there's a lot of bitch in me, which would explain why there's a lot of bitch ass niggas trying to holla. This is why I tell Chris.
No. Can I reply to that?
Hold on. Who is this? Oh, this is our caller. Hold on one second. This is why I tell Chris. I'll be talking to Chris, and Chris is young, so his penis is hard all the time. Hey, you're like my son. I talk to you like you're my son. His penis is hard all the time, right? So he's always trying to drop it off in somebody's drawers. All the time, right? So I'll be talking to Chris, and I say, hey, man, put your motherfucking sword away. That's a problem. You don't even see that is a problem. And I'm talking about the woman. Like, you see all this unresolved shit floating around? And no, nigga, she cool, though. I'm gonna talk to her because he hard-headed. He talked to her anyway. And I'll lay down 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet points of what he should be looking for, what he should be doing in this particular situation. And then after he get tangled in the shit, he'll come and go, remember you had said that I wasn't supposed to do because this may happen if... And Chris be caught up in it. As an older brother, I'm like, nigga, I see the problem when it's coming. So relationship is designed to give you lessons or make those lessons visible, right? Because a lot of times we're ignoring those lessons and we're trying to get a relationship that somehow skips past that lesson. You can't skip past a lesson that's sitting right in front of you. Why else did you meet this person? What you understand what I'm saying? Why else did you meet this person? Lucy, your final thought?
No, I mean, I was just gonna say, I mean, I agree with you. If you have a bitchy or a bitch nigga and you as a female, you know, you're going to attract bitch niggas or whatever. I understand that, but like I meant on a larger scale of how just men are just becoming more feminine.
Let me just say this. Men are becoming more feminine because we have a media that is aggrandizing the feminine male.
Absolutely.
We have a media that's saying the feminine male is the male you want, ladies. The villain male is, or the alpha male is turned into the perfect villain. He's dangerous. You can't trust him. First off, trust is a lie. Once you get past that, trust is a lie. The only thing you can trust is yourself. And you can't really trust yourself when you're a scalable human being. The higher you go into spiritual understanding, the less you need trust. How about that?
Right.
Listen, we got to take a quick break.
Great.
Hey, I appreciate you, Lucy. You brought Nevada into the building. This was dope. Holla! We got to take a break. I'll be back. Man, this topic is crazy. Ladies, have you just been tolerating the practice man? Because he's safe. You can practice intimacy. Oof. How do you practice intimacy? Like, when do you ever get into the real intimacy game? Are you waiting for that special someone to do it? Is it more about survival than it is living? Maybe you survive with the practice man in hopes that one day you can live with Mr. Right. Yikes. If you want a man to be at peace with the bitch in you, you must first be at peace with the same bitch. Most women aren't at peace with their inner bitch. But they want the dude to come in and be all like, oh, I'll rock that bitch to sleep. People can't do it. Am I bullshitting, Veronica? Am I wrong?
That's really funny. In fact, listen, I want people to really get this, and I want women to get it especially. My journey to wherever I am today, and I'm not saying that where I am is any place in particular or particularly elevated, but what I will say is that wherever I am, I've paid a very significant price to be here. And what I mean by that is I have been, the amount of self-development work, the amount of coaching, the amount of energy work, the amount of sort of all of the inner work that I have had to do to save my life, to get me to the level of clarity that I've had today. In the middle of it all, I was fetal on the floor screaming, mommy, 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 because that shit was brutal. Because to go back and to actually confront the fear and to confront the neediness and to confront the place where you're just moving to be safe, to go back and actually have to square off with all that is one of the most excruciating and painful walks you will ever walk. However, on the other side of that shit is so much freedom and so much clarity and so many beautiful men that it's all worth it. But it never seems like it's worth it when you're staring it down and you're beginning to stalk that which is that wound that exists inside of you that stops you from being free. It never looks good. It never looks pretty. It looks scary. But that's the work. That's the journey. As I have experienced it, and as I have facilitated for others, and as I have observed in others, that's the work. Ain't no other work.
Oh, that's good shit. Red from Missouri, line 3. Holler at us, man. Can you build on what we talking about tonight? I know you've been listening. Red.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Red on line 3.
Red from Missouri. Are you there, Red?
What up, Red?
Red. Rojo. Is that how you say it?
Red, where you? Rojo.
Rojo. No? Is that it?
Rojo, where you at, bro?
Missouri.
All right.
Missouri is not in the building.
Okay, so we lost him.
Right.
No worries.
Call back.
We were going to go from red to something very opposite of red. Line 4.
Red's an alpha.
Well, we need to get Red back on the line. I wanted to set it up as peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter time. Peanut butter time. Peanut butter time.
Apparently pandas like peanut butter.
Right, Jesus. I'm like,
among other things.
Did I miss that?
Oh. Hey.
We got on line 5? Red, line 5. Holla at us, Red.
Break your back to.
Hey, Red.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, bro?
I just want to kind of piggyback on what Veronica actually just said. You have to do the self-work. You really do. And there's actually 3 levels to this. There's a mate, there's a soulmate, which very few people get, and then there's a twin flame. If you get your twin flame, that means you have done a lot of work, and you've been through a lot to get that. You only get one. Very few people get a soulmate. That's why you hear in movies and all this nonsense on TV. Oh, I just want a soulmate, somebody. That's still a level of conditional love. A twin flame is unconditional. It's accepting all and understanding all. When it comes to that, it's not that you don't grow together. I'm lucky that I've just recently found my twin flame. And this woman has tapped into me and inspired me in ways that I have pretty much left everything alone.
Wow.
Everything else alone. It is about her and what I want to do and be with her.
All the guys in here
give her my all. It's sad that a lot of people will never experience it because they're not willing to do the work that requires. You have to deal with the conflicts that come across you. You have to also deal with yourself and the relationships that you are in. Most people do not. They are bullshitting themselves. They need to stop it.
Man, Red.
I love y'all.
Thank you. Nah, we love you for that info right there, brother. Good looking shit. Appreciate it. And now that we've had some high-end spirit, a lot of people don't understand that twin flame shit is real.
Two lights.
It is real.
Right? The soul, he was talking about, the soulmates and all of that stuff. Soulmates are part of the same soul group. But a twin flame? You guys share the same soul.
Damn, Gina.
Yeah, you share the same soul.
Whew.
And sometimes, like he said, you only get one because you guys share the same soul. And this shit traverses time and space. You guys could be together thousands of times through thousands of lives. This is not a soulmate, right? I like to say a soulmate is a stepping stone relationship. There's something to give you and then they step on. But a twin flame is a cornerstone relationship. Oh, check out the relationship dismount to see the stepping stone, cornerstone. There's only the only way to get that book right now. I'm telling you right now, we only got about 600 copies left from the pre-orders. If you want your copy, you got to go to iamzowilliams.com and pre-order your copy now because it's really taken off. Something crazy. Exactly. Yeah, but he laid that down. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can't walk into a twin flame relationship in fear because the flame of that union is going to burn that shit up and it ain't going to be comfortable. Some twin flame relationships break up because of that fear. Because can you imagine being so deep in love that there is no bottom to it? You motherfuckers talking about y'all want some shit and fuck around and get it and see what happened. Motherfuckers be scared.
That's the experience
What'd you say, Veronica?
That's the experience I'm having right now. And I'm here to tell you it is bottomless and it's very intense.
It's a real situation, right, V?
People are flamed up. I like it.
Yep. It's a real situation. It's a real situation.
So let's just do this. I want to tell this caller right now, you've only got 60 seconds to get it cracking. 60 seconds, and then we got to wrap you. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, one of our favorite callers, one of the most irreverent, disrespectful, and just OG-ass motherfuckers in the game right now.
Totally.
Dick in her jaw has joined the conversation. What up, brother?
So awesome.
I didn't want to say shit. I've been trying to contact you motherfuckers for weeks. We need to get Heka and Veronica on a little more often. They are very reciteful. Whatever I just said.
Yeah, reciteful, nigga. Is she reading the Quran? They very recitful.
Recitful. But like I said, man, I wasn't calling for shit. Zoe, you pretty much hit the nail on the head with everything. The other caller who called in, Zoe smacked the nail right on the head when he said media is emasculizing men, especially men in the black community. Other than that, I was just kind of calling in to say what up, though. You know, fuck with everybody a little bit. And things of that nature. I miss y'all motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I like to hear y'all voices live on the air when y'all react to shit that I say, you know?
Oh, man. Hey, brother.
I calm down a little bit. I think the producer appreciates the fact that I calm down just a little bit, but that don't mean shit.
Listen, man, we appreciate you, brother. We got to bounce, all right?
Go ahead, go on and bounce, man. I love y'all, and I'm going to holler at y'all next week. Just stop, you know, sometimes when y'all got Heka and shit on, I want to talk to them. But I got some very profound questions that got something to do with shit that's going on. And it ain't always about abortions and just fun. You know, abortions is a fun time. We talk about serious.
Okay, now, all right, there he is. All right, we gone, man. We out. VC.
God.
What's up, VC? Where can they find you? They got to get Black Mastery, the neuro-linguistic program that was put together by Veronica Conway at blackmastery.com. It's narrated by Yama Van Zant. The shit undoes all types of limiting beliefs that plague Black African Americans. It is a real situation. Veronica, can you talk about it? 30 seconds.
Yeah, so Black Mastery, I mean, I put my foot in. It's my love letter to the Black community. It really breaks down your limiting beliefs. I mean, people that have done the program, their whole lives change. I've had a woman go back to her therapist and the therapist is like, what happened to you? You're not afraid. You're moving forward. You don't even think about people. I've had people say, I'm sorry I haven't reached out. I've been so busy with my new life that I haven't been able to follow up with you and just tell you how bomb this is. So blackmastery.com is your, it's a pretty deep solution.
It is a real solution.
To getting up and getting it done.
Yo, it is a real solution. Don't play yourself. Ashonti Ford. He just fell asleep with the button off.
That's because you are consistently telling him to turn it off.
That's because you're consistently cutting people off.
That's a lie. But you can find me on.
That's a lie.
You can
That's
find me
a
on
lie. That was
Instagram
good.
and Twitter, Ashonti Ford Live, and keep subscribing to my YouTube's Girl on Fire Production.
That was great. That's a lie. Do you have an Instagram?
Me?
Yes.
Of course, Ashonti Ford Live. You're on my Instagram. You just liked one of my pictures the other day.
I'm just saying for people who probably didn't catch that.
Ashonti Ford Live. And my name is spelled ASHONTI. Ford like the car, live, LIVE.
Got it.
And we have that AshontiFordLive.com coming soon.
Awesome. That new website is going to be fresh. Whitney Taber's Team Taber.
Hey guys, you can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Taber. Also, you can go to misstaber.com and get it popping on there. I got some exclusive pics and some products coming, so get ready.
What's your Twitter page again?
At Miss Taber, MSTABER, and I just hit him with a little
She did. She put a
Flashback Friday.
little cakey wakey up, a little freaky
They were
Friday.
hating though. They said I ain't got enough cake. I'm like, well, all right.
And she got a Gina ass,
No,
a
you got some
strong,
cake.
muscular
Yeah,
ass.
her
Don't
booty will
trip.
knock your ass out.
You can't handle this.
Cold.
All right, so listen, I've been plugging it all show long. They telling me to keep plugging it because it's important. It's probably the most incredible thing I've ever written. It's my second book, The Relationship Dismount. Pre-order your copy right now at IamZoeWilliams.com. Like I said, there's only about 600 copies left that haven't been claimed. So please go there and get this incredible breakup to makeup relationship book. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Leaving a Toxic Relationship. It's nothing like Steve Harvey or anything those guys have ever written. It's a very powerful book. 12 chapters. At the end of every chapter, man, it's a workbook at the end of every chapter that walks you through this, man. It's exercises. It's crazy. Anyway, Voice of Reason, we're going to be back Monday with another heater. It's Hot Button Radio. It's Dash Radio. It's what we do. And we'll see you. Have a great weekend. Deuces.